Welcome to Forays Tech. Today I picked not one but three genuinely average consumer low price wireless speakers. The Remax M5 retailing at around $30, the Awei Y200 that costs around the same $30, and finally the Remax M13 that retails at around $39 on Amazon. Now all these are different speakers and will suit to different situations, so let's see what they are capable of right after this intro. Unpacking the Remax RB M5, I get the usual expected set of accessories, the speaker, the aux cable, charging cable and manual. So I find this more like a keyring and what could be an attached to the belt design. Now if your phone speakers aren't good and you may need a louder sound, then this might do it for you. It's made of rubber plastic. I find it not easily breakable, but this open speaker design I seriously doubt would last longer, so this part should be concealed. This thing has jeans wrapped around it, and the next previous buttons and volume buttons are like actual buttons that we find on our jeans. Unfortunately, the buttons have no feel when pressed whatsoever, which is disappointing. So let's move on and try out this sound. The sound of this device is way better than most ultra small speakers and loud enough to fill the room. Even in the outdoors, it's not loud but enough. It has a reasonable bass for the size of this 3-watt speaker and no distortion at full volume. It has a 4.0 Bluetooth connectivity, and all in all, I think design is innovative, sound is good. Just a few things that could make this speaker worth buying. First off, speaker should be concealed. Then the buttons should be more tactile. I think they could just make it simple, it won't cost a lot, and it would be great to have this thing shock and splash resistant if you really want it to be a go-out sort of rugged Bluetooth speaker. Next, it's the Y200 from Awei. I reviewed the Y100 previously, but this thing is totally different. There is no adaptation from the previous design. The aesthetics of this thing looks and feels premium. It's plastic, and from the feel of it, it's pretty sensitive, but I really like the touch buttons on the top for volume, track skip, etc. It has got two 4.5 watt speakers and 3.0 plus EDR Bluetooth connectivity. The 2500 mAh battery takes around 2.5 hours to charge, which will give us around 6 hours of playback on average with near to maximum volume. Now it can give you an extra 2 to 3 hours of playback at mid-volume range. This thing is ideal for small gatherings, could be indoors or outdoors. Now the Bluetooth transmission is good, almost around 9 to 10 meters more or less, but since these are cheap wireless speakers, so try to be in the line of the sight. So let's try this thing out.
Check your body.
Wow, the Awei Y200 is pretty loud. Loud enough to fill the lounge. High and low frequencies are well separated, no distortion even with the volume maxed out, but the bass reduction is there when you pull up the volume. A bit more bass and it shall sound even better. Overall, for $30, it's a great buy. I used it for almost like 3.5 days now and there is nothing wrong with it. But still, if Awei is listening to this, they should increase the speaker diameter a bit, since we have reasonable housing and this may result in a better bass maybe, and also if they can make it shock and splash resistant, it'll be great. Finally, we have the RB M13. This costs around $40. It's a good black packaging, the usual accessories, and a handband for carrying it around. Now out of the box, it looks like a premium ashtray more than the Bluetooth speaker. It has a 3-watt speaker, a plastic body, and all the buttons are at the bottom with a small circular strip of rubber that can stick to the table. So a good design, and I expect the sound to be good as well. So let's try it out. The sound is not too loud, it's clearer than the RB M5 speakers but only up to 80% volume, after which I've noticed a clear distortion in the sound. I was expecting maybe a bit more bass in the speakers and it sounds kind of shallow to me. It does look nice on the table, but I don't think it'll survive a drop because it's pure plastic body. So for $40, this seems like an expensive Bluetooth speaker. So these were the 3 wireless speakers. I hope you could figure out for yourself which one should you pick out of the 3. For me, it's the Awei Y200. Do share your selection in the comments and also tell us why. Till again, Forest Tech signing out.